She placed it beside him and sat down, her eyes immediately catching the glint of the ring in his hand. She recalled how excited he had been when he first purchased it. Wobin offered a small, bittersweet smile, acknowledging her memory. He admitted that at the time, he had genuinely believed he was ready. It had taken him months to finally accept that he was over Minsu, and the idea of starting something new with someone else had made him feel hopeful. Zrania reborn. When Dr. Anna asked whether he had decided to give the ring to Yunna, Wobin paused for a long moment before confessing that he was no longer sure. When he had returned to Korea, he had believed he was ready to propose. But after witnessing Yunna's emotional instability and persistent insecurity, doubts had begun to cloud his mind. He wasn't even certain if she truly loved him or was simply in love with the idea of being with him, and more importantly, not wanting to see him with someone else. Dr. Anna observed him carefully and gently pointed out that Yunna was still very young. Her perception of love, she explained, was likely shaped by immaturity and idealism rather than experience and emotional depth. Wobin nodded, his gaze drifting back to the ring in his hand. He admitted that at times he wondered whether he had rushed into things with her. Maybe he shouldn't have been intimate with her so soon. Perhaps they should have let their relationship develop naturally, allowed it to grow and mature before diving into something as serious as intimacy. He let out a soft laugh, recalling how determined he had been to get down on one knee the moment he returned. But now, all their fights and misunderstandings seemed like subtle signs, warnings, even that it wasn't the right time, that perhaps she needed to grow as an individual before they could grow as a couple. Dr. Anna leaned closer and took his hand, reassuring him that he was a mature, kind-hearted man who deserved someone who matched his emotional depth. She asked him the one question that mattered most, whether he truly loved Yunna. Wobin responded thoughtfully. He said that if he didn't love her, he wouldn't have considered marrying her. But today, when she had acted so desperate for commitment, it struck him that maybe her feelings weren't rooted in love but in fear. Fear of losing him, fear of being alone, fear of seeing him with someone else. He admitted that Yunna had always been that way, even when they were younger. Perhaps, he thought, she was confusing love with desire. And he worried that if they went ahead with the engagement, one day she might wake up and discover a side of him she didn't like, and without genuine love to anchor her, she would simply walk away. Dr. Anna gave him a warm smile and told him she trusted his judgment, reminding him that only he could make the right decision for his future. She told him that if he truly loved Yunna and wanted a life with her, he should go ahead and give her the ring. But if he felt that there were still issues to work through, he needed to be honest with himself and address them first. As she stood up, she asked if she could be honest with him. With his permission, she told him that based on everything he had ever shared with her, she didn't believe Yunna was his person. She said it seemed like they were forcing something that wasn't meant to be, and that deep down, Wobin already knew the truth. She reminded him that when he met his person, he would know, it would be unshakable, felt deep in his soul and bones, just like he had felt the first time he laid eyes on Minsu. With a soft smile, she reminded him to drink his tea before it got cold and walked away, leaving him alone with his thoughts. Wobin sat in silence, lost in the weight of everything she had said. When he returned to Korea, he had been 100% certain that he was ready to put a ring on Yunna's finger. But now, after seeing her behavior, her insecurities and emotional reactions, his heart wavered. He began to question everything. Was Yunna truly the right person for him? Should he ignore the red flags and propose anyway, hoping things would fall into place later? Or should he pause, reflect, and protect both their hearts before making a decision that could shape the rest of their lives?